Hey guys, how's it going? Heather Lind from Holy Fit here. Decided to get on here real quick to talk about some stuff. I haven't posted live on this page in a couple of days, so I just wanted to come over and do that. Just over on my personal page, inviting some people over, so I'll just wait a couple of minutes and hopefully they can come and join us and join in on this. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope it's productive. You're getting stuff done. You're feeling good about things. If you're struggling a little bit, maybe it's time to set a new goal so you get excited about everything again. Hey Leslie, how's it going? I always have goals going. I think I've mentioned to you before that I write my goals down every day. I do it in the morning, but I've just recently started doing it at night as well because I was reading something that suggested doing that, and that way you go to sleep with your goals on your mind and kind of dream about them. They really get really deep into your head, and then you wake up the next morning and you start doing things that just start moving you towards your goal without even really thinking about it, because you've made it part of your thoughts and part of who you are. And once you create that kind of stuff in your head, it will manifest itself. So that's the really cool thing. We do have a lot more control than we realize, but you do have to put in the work to really decide what you want to do, really get emotionally attached to that, and then put it into your head, write it down, and then you've got some work to do. And because it's in your head, the work that you're going to be doing is going to be geared towards that goal, so you're not going to be wasting time doing things that aren't doing you any good, and you're also going to be wide open to all the people and the opportunities that are right there around you with the stuff that you need in order to achieve your goal. So the stuff works. So give it a try. Hey Leslie, you started back at work, sort of. I hope that's a good thing. So I wanted to talk about asking for help. I've never been one to shy away from asking for help. I don't feel there's anything wrong with asking for help. If I can't figure something out, I will ask for help. That doesn't mean that I just, ask for help on everything. Like, I try to figure it out first. And if I realize that it's something that I'm not going to be able to grasp easily, or I'm not going to be able to, put my hands on the tools that I need to figure it out, then I will reach out and I'll ask for help. And sometimes it's not even a direct, ask. Like, I don't come right out and say, hey, I need help with this. Sometimes I'll just talk about something that I'm working on and, just get into a conversation with someone. And so many times that conversation has led to them saying, oh, well, I know all about that and I can help you with that. Or I have a friend who knows all about that and I can help you with that. So, sharing what's going on in your world with the people around you, super important, because you never know. Hi, Sam. You never know who's going to be able to help you. And I've had some really interesting interactions where I've walked away from there going, wow, that's so weird that all happened. What a coincidence. And not so much a coincidence. It's actually because I had something in my head and I was really focused on it, and it was really important to me, which opens me up to people and opportunities. So you just, it's amazing the things that will come your way when you're open to them. Asking for help. Some people feel like asking for help is like admitting that they're a failure or they don't know stuff. And some people are really kind of sensitive about that. And, got lots of cat hair on me. Thanks, Sam. And, it's not like you can't know everything. We all specialize in different things. We all go out, we gather knowledge from around us, stuff that interests us, we learn it, and then we share it with each other. And maybe we don't know who to share that with. So the person who needs that information, they need to ask for that help. What I do for a living, like, I don't want to go up to everyone on the street and offer them personal training and nutritional counseling, because there's going to be people that have no interest in that. But it would make my life a lot easier and help me to fulfill my goal of helping people if the people who wanted and needed help would come out and ask me and not be shy about doing that. So really important. If you don't know something, find someone who's an expert, talk to them. I'm preparing for my next figure competition. It's bodybuilding. I'm a personal trainer, but I never studied actual, bodybuilding and how to do that. So when I decided that that's what I wanted to do, I found out who my friend's coach was, and I reached out to her and I got her help, and placed, in my first competition, placed fourth in open and third in masters, and I'm doing my second competition coming up in 4 weeks. So, without the knowledge of someone who knows, I probably wouldn't have done as well, or I might not have even made it to stage. I might have just gone like, screw it, I don't know what I'm doing, and I might not have made it to stage. Same thing when I decided to take up road cycling. I bought a road bike, that was step one, but I didn't just go out and start, riding around and figuring out, I'll just learn it myself. I knew that there were certain skills to it. I knew that for my safety, I needed to know these skills. So I hired a coach, paid for 6 months of coaching, did it, loved it, rode for years. I haven't ridden for a few years now. I just kind of moved away from that. But stuff I didn't know how to do, I asked for help, and I was better off for it. So there's some benefits for asking for help if you're still kind of thinking that you don't like to ask for help. One of the benefits is you're going to become more successful more quickly. So you could be stubborn and say, oh, I'm not going to ask for help on this. I'm going to figure it out on my own, and then spend hours and hours and days and weeks and months and years or whatever trying to learn the skill so you can, do what you want to do, when you could have just reached out, asked someone who's an expert, maybe invested some money into it, nothing wrong with that, and learned a lot more quickly and became successful a lot more quickly. So, why put yourself through the struggle and, using up all that time that, you probably could have spent doing something a little more helpful when you don't have to. There's people out there who can help you out. So it just makes more sense to ask for that help and then get to your success more quickly. So, with my studio, there were certain things I was just lost on, and I would reach out and ask for help. I'd get the help, and I'd move on. It was great. So it got me to where I wanted to go a lot more quickly than if I had been like stubborn and said, okay, I'm not asking for any help. So there's one really good reason. Another one is when you ask for help, it shows that you have a growth mindset, and that is so important. You need to grow and reach for new things if you want to go beyond where you are now. So without growth, you're going to stay stuck. And if you're the type of person who you figure you know everything, like I said, not everybody knows everything. So if you're that person who's thinking that you already know it all, you don't need any more new knowledge, you're going to stay right where you are. You're not going to be able to grow. Whereas if you ask people for help, that shows that you have the mindset where you do want to grow and you do want to reach for other things, and you don't want to stay stuck anymore. You want to move, you want to keep going. So asking for help, it just shows that you've got that growth mindset. And then the third one, really big benefit, is asking for help actually brings us closer together. So research has been done, and it's shown that people want a meaningful and caring relationship with other people. And in a relationship, there's a need for us to take care of someone, and also a need for us to be taken care of. So we want to both be able to take care of somebody or something. I've got my cats that I take care of. That's very fulfilling. But we also want to be taken care of as well. So if you're asking for help, then you are going to get the benefit of feeling like someone's caring for you and helping you. So that's a big thing. If you're the person being asked for help, then you get that benefit of helping someone and getting the joy of that. So when you're asking someone for help, you're pretty much giving them some joy, because you're giving them the chance to feel like they're taking care of you and they're helping you. And it's a really big thing for most humans. I mean, you can't say for everybody. There's always going to be some that don't fit the mold, but for the majority of humans, we like to help. We want to help. It's a very big part of our existence, and we also want to be cared for by others. So those are 3 reasons why asking for help is good, and you should be doing it. So, if you're not asking for help, you're shutting yourself off to so many things. You're shutting yourself off to that knowledge, to that opportunity, to the chance to move forward, to the chance to realize your goals. Do what you can, and the stuff that you don't know anything about, figure out if you could learn it quickly and get on with it. And if it's not something you can learn quickly, or if it's just something that you don't have a talent for, go out and get some help. A good example with myself is I'm not really a numbers person. If I really wanted to be good at numbers, I could take an accounting course, I could study it and learn it and do it. I know I could do that, but I don't want to. I have no interest. I find numbers to be very boring. So I ask people for help with that kind of stuff. I hired an accountant, and I get somebody else to help me with that. And, my life is better off for it, and it allows me to run my business properly and submit my taxes and all that. So everything's, done correctly, and it just makes my life a lot more pleasant. So biggest message, don't be afraid to ask for help. And as I tell you guys all the time, ask me for help with your fitness and your nutrition. If you're struggling with anything, please ask me for help. I've been doing this now for almost 20 years, so I have a ton of experience. If you are a person over 40, particularly a woman over 40, you're struggling with those issues of, belly fat and that kind of thing, and having a hard time losing weight and all sorts of things, reach out to me. I am in my 40s as well, and when stuff happens to me, I figure out, what you're supposed to do to be able to deal with that. So, I have a ton of resources in the health and fitness industry, and I can share that stuff with you. I can help you. So, and if I can help you, if you've got a question for me and I don't know the answer, I can go and I can ask somebody who knows the answer, get that information for you and give that to you. So I can take out a lot of your frustration and wasted time just by you reaching out to me and asking me. So don't be shy. Don't feel ashamed that you don't know a certain thing, because, whatever we all specialize in different things. So you don't know everything about everything. And if you've got a friend, acquaintance, someone you know who is an expert in their field, why wouldn't you reach out to them and ask them? So don't be shy. You can message me if you like. You can leave messages on the videos that I leave, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you want my email, ask me for my email and I'll send that to you. I think it might even be on this page, actually, the Holy Fit page. So yeah, just do it. Don't struggle anymore. Just ask for some help. All right, guys. Well, enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you again next week.